Hey there, bookworms. I'm out walking Bluebell and today's vlog is going to be a really fun one. I've been looking forward to doing this for ages, since I saw the idea on Instagram, I think it was. So, okay, hear me out. Instead of a pub crawl, what about a bookstore crawl? Okay, so I'm back from my walk with Bluebell and I've put some pumpkin carrot and ginger soup in the slow cooker. So future me will thank me that dinner's done and I don't have to worry. Oh, but you know, the kitchen's a pigsty and there's a massive pile of laundry over there that I haven't folded. So future me won't thank me for those, but I'm not worrying about those right now because we have a road trip to go on. We have a bookshop crawl to do. So I have a plan today. There are 4 used bookstores in like a circle pattern, pretty much, that goes from my house, bookstore, 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 my house. So that's my plan. They're all used bookstores because I think in this economic climate, I don't think I could afford to do this with new bookstores, with new books, but so they're all used bookstores, but that's okay. That's sustainable as well. And I'm going to try to visit all of them before I have to be back here for my children after school. So I think it's about 10 o'clock now and I have to be back here by 3. So I think if I spend an hour maximum at each bookstore, I can do it. I might not buy something at every bookstore, but I want to go and have a look. So how does that sound? You could probably do this with library branches too. If you're short of cash, you could probably do this with library branches too. Just make sure you have a membership to each one and then plan your route to go around and borrow from each branch. That would be really cool too. I might plan one of those one day in the future. That'd be really fun. But today we're going to do used bookstores and we're going to try and attempt to visit 4 bookstores before 3 o'clock. Let's go. Okay, interesting development. This is Julian Wood bookseller. I've never been here before. It kind of looks shut though, like permanently shut. Okay, that kind of looks weird. Let's go and check it out anyway and we'll see what the story is. Okay, what the hell? Not sure what the story is at this place. It's a bit weird. So there's people in there, but it looks like a mailroom or something. I don't know what's going on. Okay, yeah, bookstore number 1 was an absolute fail. This is Fern Tree Gully. I'd never been there before. I'd only seen it on Google Maps kind of thing. So I think it's shut. So that's a shame, but that's okay. That just lets me have extra time at the next couple of bookstores, and the next one is really good, so that's okay. It'll make up for it. So instead, I'm going to use this time to go to a really nice coffee shop over there and fuel up for the rest of the bookstore crawl. So this one was a complete bust. I don't think that's open anymore. I think that might be permanently closed. Kind of sucks. That's okay. I went to Coffee & Co at Ferntree Gully. Got this beautiful almond latte, which is delicious. And a vegan cinnamon scroll and almond croissant, which I'll show. Hang on. Where's my, there we go. Which look amazing. Hang on, let me have a little try. Vegan croissants, notoriously terrible, but how? Oh my God, that is so good. I would not know that that's vegan. It tastes like proper butter croissant. Oh, that's incredible. So good. So this might be a good point to say, if you like my content on YouTube, you can buy me a coffee and shout me as a creator over at buymeacoffee.com/very.casual-librarian. And yeah, you can tip me as a creator over there, shout me a coffee, which fuels my day. And I'm gonna quickly drink this and eat my pastries and then head to the next bookshop, which I know is a good one. I've been there before. Okay, so that coffee and those pastries more than made up for the fact that that bookshop was shut. So no luck in the first one, but this one is very definitely open. This is Rainy Day Books at the Basin. I was very, very restrained in there. I was in there for under an hour. I could have spent all day, honestly, in there. That is a proper old school secondhand bookshop, and she has the most amazing collection. Oh, there are books in there. There was a Shakespeare that I was so tempted by. It had, I think it's the Oxford End Papers, which are like this particular marble. It was bound in leather and it had gold edges on the pages. And there was like someone had written in fountain pen inside an inscription, a personalized inscription that was dated, I think it was 1878. So just, oh my gosh, my eyes were watering. It was $50. I had to literally force myself to put that book down. It was so beautiful, and it was the collection of Shakespearean plays. There was probably about 15 or something in that one volume. Very small print, very hard to read, and it smelled amazing as well. Very, very close I came to buying that, but I'll probably think about that for a couple of days. It was beautiful. Anyway, what I did buy there, and she's not a cheap bookstore. Like they're a few dollars the books. Like I think I spent $37 for 3 books. So she's not super cheap, but she shouldn't be. Her collection's amazing, and so the books are, you know, really well curated. They're in beautiful condition. Some of them are, most definitely antiques in there. They'd be worth a lot of money. So I got the Bridgerton prequel, Because of Miss Bridgerton, which I haven't read yet, by Julia Quinn. That was $10. It's in perfect condition. Spine's not even broken. I don't think it's even been read. So there we go. Also got The Little Friend by Donna Tartt. I actually haven't heard of this, but I read The Goldfinch and I read The Secret History and loved both of those. So I thought I would grab this and give it a go. And this one was like $12. And again, there isn't a mark on this. The spine's not broken. I highly doubt anyone's actually read it. It's like perfect condition, no marks or anything. And then this is my favorite. This is a very old book. It's cardboard bound, so it's not like a proper special leather bound, but it has got fabric on the spine. And it's hard to read, but it says Miss Reed, The Chronicles of Fairacre. And I don't know if you've heard of the Miss Reed series, but she's like a village teacher. And I think they're from, they'd be in like the 1930s, I think, or 20s. And this is 3 books in one. So this is The Village School, Village Diary, and Storm in the Village. So the first 3 Miss Reads in one book, which I thought was really cool. And I think I've read Village School, but it was years and years ago. So this says it was written in the 50s, but I'm sure these are set in like the 30s. But I'm not sure, but I'll have to read them to tell you. But yeah, I just love this, and I love that it's 3 books in one. And it was $15, and it is a little bit scuffed, but it's in very good condition considering how old it is. And I will definitely read these because I love the Miss Reed stories. Right, so that's bookshop number 1 for the day. And I'm off to the second location, which is Through the Looking Glass. I think it's in Sassafras or Olinda, and I'm going to head up the mountain and go there. And I know that's a good bookstore too, because I've been to that one before, but not for very long. So this time I'm going to spend some time. I'll try to stick to my hour, but it is exactly 12 o'clock now, so let's head off.
You can now fly for just $119 from Melbourne.
Okay, here's the shop with Ciara. Okay, this is the best feature of this bookstore, aside from the fact my friend Ciara works here. So the children's section is through a wardrobe. You have to go through a wardrobe to get to the children's section. It's so cool. I'll show you. That is cool. And here is the wardrobe. I can film it now because there's no one in here, but this is the wardrobe at the back.
Yeah, great. Through Instagram. That's like, I'll work out how to do that. Yes. Do it. Because yeah, I think there's one more that the big party ones that get hard to remember. Yeah, so there's the World for Me, Alana Park. Yeah, that's the name.
Guys, here I am in full length for the first time ever, because I'm usually selfieing and filming myself, but Ciara's kindly going to film me going through the wardrobe into the children's section, into Narnia. So here I go. Ta-da! This is the best. Kids must love this, yeah?
The grown-up kids love it as well.
Okay, so this is my friend Ciara. She works here at Through the Looking Glass. And I've just happened to come on a day she's working, so it's worked out beautifully.
Magic.
And it's kismet. And she's a fellow bookworm, tried and true. So she's going to show me some cool stuff in the shop. And you. And show you some cool stuff in the shop.
If you stay with us.
Stay with us.
Keep watching. Complete leather reproduction set. Let's just pick a random one. It is a science dictionary in French
Oh my gosh.
with incredible
How much does that weigh?
illustration. A lot.
Very trippy.
It is. Would you mind using your free hand to support
Not at all.
that side?
Okay.
And then we can have have a look. Let's see what we can find.
Oh my gosh, what?
So I think this one might actually be about, yeah, so this one's about tanning leather.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Look at the font is beautiful. Ménage. So like, there are quite a few of these on the shelf there. Is this like A to Z kind of situation?
I think it's a complete set. So we have,
it's a set.
That.
How much would you be talking?
It's $2,500.
Yeah, rightly so, I reckon.
Yeah. If you watch closely in one of the episodes of Bridgerton, they have this style spine. You might have to go back and check.
Like,
This is our oldest book.
oh, the Gospel of St. John, 1838.
So it's a little pocket edition.
Oh,
Apparently these were used by soldiers just to have like
makes
something
sense.
special.
Yep.
Yeah, on
something
them.
small. Gosh, these covers.
A little bit of
Northanger Abbey, Persuasion. Okay, these are Austins in folio.
And they are from 59 to 63. And then the covers, although they're a little bit
Yeah, they're a bit bleached.
bleached.
Oh my gosh.
they each have
I did
a
not
different-
expect that. Ah!
Persuasion didn't want to come out of
Persuasion
the box.
didn't want to be persuaded to come out. Orange.
Don't worry, there was
Wobbly.
damage before we used it. I actually had a guy come in and go, oh gosh, is that book for sale?
Oh my gosh, guys, what a treat. Don't you love it when you run into fellow bookworms by accident? I didn't know, I hadn't seen Ciara for well over a year. I wasn't sure if she even still worked there anymore. And I happened to walk in on a day she's working. And we just had the loveliest catch up and the loveliest time. And I spent over an hour in there. But she actually told me that the other store that I was going to this afternoon is closed on Thursdays, so that kind of didn't work out, but she told me somewhere else I could go. So I'm going to continue my bookstore crawl to somewhere else, and we'll have a look and see if that works out. But oh my gosh, Ciara and I caught up, we talked books, and we've made some really good plans coming up, so expect to see more of her on this vlog. Ah, sorry, I forgot to tell you, and while I was in Through the Looking Glass, while I was in Through the Looking Glass bookstore in Sassafras, I also bought Behind the Beautiful Forevers by Catherine Boo, which I actually borrowed ages ago to read, and then someone put a hold in it, so I felt bad that I was keeping it, so I gave it back to the library and they borrowed it, and then I forgot to re-borrow it. So this is really good. Now I own a copy, so I don't have to give it back. So and it was $10, but it has a little bit of a rip in the pages down the bottom, so Ciara gave it to me for $8. Okay, so we're at the final destination of today's bookshop crawl, and it's a recommendation by Ciara. In absence of being able to go to the other Through the Looking Glass store that's in Belgrave because it's not open on Thursdays, Ciara tells me, so that's okay. She's recommended coming here to the Monbulk Salvos. Alright, let's go have a look, see what they've got. Yep, that was a good call, actually. It's not a big collection in there, but it is a good one. So I found 3 books in there. They have like a few shelves at the back. They do have some really good books in there. So I found The Olive Readers by Christine Aziz, which is a speculative fiction, which I haven't read. I also found this one, which I've been meaning to read for ages, which is Showstopper by Hayley Barker. And I've looked at this that many times at the library, just purely for the cover as well, but the story sounds really good. I think it's a YA actually, but that was in there, $3, so that was pretty good. And this one I've heard really good things about too. This was $3. It's The Wisteria Society of Lady Scoundrels by India Holton, and that's brand new, that book. That hasn't got a mark on it, so I got 3 in there. Apparently there's another op shop in Mumbai. I might be wrong though. I'm just gonna have a quick drive around this main street because I feel like there's another one. Let me just have a look. There is. I found it. Wow, I'm going to be cutting this fine for time, but I'm going to run in and have a look. This has to be the one she meant. It's amazing. Yep, that was an absolute beauty. That's a ripper of a shop. So that's the community care op shop in Monbulk, and it's got a great book section. I could have spent ages longer in there, but I really have to leg it now. I gotta get home. So I'm gonna take off and I'll give you a book haul when I get home. I made it. So it's 3:20 and luckily the kids aren't home yet, so I've beat them home. I'm home in time, which was really good. So that was a really fun day. That was a really fun thing to do. I really enjoyed it. I ended up visiting 4 bookshops on my secondhand bookstore pub crawl, bookstore crawl. They just weren't the ones I thought I was going to visit, but that's fine. So the day started off going to the bookstore in Ferntree Gully. That ended up being closed, so that's a shame. But then after that, you know, I went to Rainy Day Books, I went to Through the Looking Glass in Sassafras, and then I went to Monbulk and went to both op shops in Monbulk, and I got tons of books and it ended up being a really great day. Plus I caught up with my friend Ciara, which was awesome. So I'll give you a bit of a book haul. I think in total today, I think I spent $65 total on books, and I probably spent $15 on my coffee and pastries this morning too. So all up, you know, $80 for the whole day. That's not too bad. Like I said, if you're finding yourself short of cash at the moment, and you know, that's lots of us are, you could easily do a library branch book crawl. I think you could easily do that. Take your library card and borrow something or a few things from each branch. It was really fun. It was a really fun thing to do. So I ended up with a total of 10 books. 10. So that's good. And I spent $65 altogether on those 10 books. The first ones that I got was the 3 from Rainy Day Books in the Basin, and that was The Little Friend by Donna Tartt, Because of Miss Bridgerton by Julia Quinn, and the 3 Miss Read books. And then I went to Through the Looking Glass, where Ciara was working, and I got Behind the Beautiful Forevers by Catherine Boo. Then I went to the Salvos at Monbulk, which has a small but really good book section, and I got the Olive Readers, Showstopper, and the Wisteria Society of Lady Scoundrels. Those were from that op shop. And then I stumbled across the other op shop, which I actually didn't know about, but I think was the one Ciara meant, because the book section in that was huge, and I will definitely go back there again and have a better look and spend more time there, because I was kind of in a rush. From that one I got Murder Most Unladylike by Robin Stevens, which is actually a junior fiction book, but I think my daughters would like to read this too. It's the first in the series. So I also got The Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood, which I've heard is really good. I haven't read it, but yeah, it was all over, as it says here, it was all over TikTok, it was all over Bookstagram, so I'm definitely gonna give that one a try. I think I'm missing one. There's another one. Hang on a second. Ugh. It has. I lie, it was 11 books. This cheeky little monkey went down the door. So this one is called So Late in the Day by Claire Keegan. I love her books, and this is a teeny tiny little novella. And there was another one right next to it called Antarctica by Claire Keegan. And I loved her books. I loved Foster and Small Things Like These. Both of those I absolutely loved. And these are really short little novellas, so I had to grab those as well. So I actually got 11 books today. What a great day. What a great thing to do. I hope you enjoyed this vlog, and I hope you enjoyed going on a bookstore crawl. Let me know down below if there's another type of book adventure or type of activity that you think could be booker-sized. I'm sure there are plenty of other activities that we could turn into book lover activities, like a pub crawl. Ciara and I have been discussing some plans. She's a fellow bookworm, and we've been discussing some plans that we're going to do later in the year now together. So I'm really excited about that. It's so good to be able to collaborate with someone with the same energy and the same enthusiasm and love for books. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and send all your other bookworm friends over here, so we can all talk books together. I love our community. I love the talks and chats we have in the comments down below. And again, thank you so much for being here and for supporting my channel. I really, really appreciate it. And this is so fun, and I hope you enjoy yourself too. All right, okay, let me get together. Back into mum mode. Back into mum life. Thanks so much for being here, bookworms, and I'll catch you in the next one. Mwah!